Evening had fallen upon the desolate expanse of Darkmoor, casting long, eerie shadows across the ancient village. A chill wind howled through the crumbling stone houses, whispering tales of a darkness that had haunted the region for centuries. The air was thick with a palpable sense of dread, an unspoken fear that gnawed at the edges of the villagers' hearts. In a dimly lit room, illuminated only by the flickering light of a laptop screen, sat Helen, a bright young graduate student. She had arrived in Darkmoor seeking to unravel the mysteries behind the village's chilling folklore. Her research focused on the power of urban legends, the way stories whispered in hushed tones could take root in the human psyche and blossom into something truly terrifying. Little did she know, her quest for knowledge would lead her face to face with a horror beyond her wildest imaginings. The local pub, the Crooked Billet, was a treasure trove of local lore. Its dimly lit corners held whispers of ancient rituals, forgotten deities, and vengeful spirits. Helen, eager to delve into the heart of Darkmoor's darkness, listened intently as the village elder, a wizened old man with eyes that seemed to hold centuries of secrets, recounted the legend of the Darkmoor demon. The demon, he explained in a raspy voice, was a malevolent entity, bound to the village by a curse older than time itself. Legend had it that anyone foolish enough to utter his name 5 times into a mirror would summon his wrath. And his wrath, the old man warned, was swift and merciless, leaving behind only despair and death. The legend of the Darkmoor demon, dismissed by many as mere superstition, took a sinister turn when a gruesome discovery shook the village to its core. In the dilapidated halls of Blackwood Manor, an old housing project on the outskirts of Darkmoor, a young man was found dead. The circumstances surrounding his death were chillingly familiar. Witnesses claimed to have heard the young man chanting a name, repeating it over and over again in a frenzied whisper, before an ear-splitting scream echoed through the night. The police, baffled by the lack of any logical explanation, ruled it a suicide. But for the villagers, who had grown up whispering the demon's name in hushed tones, there was no doubt who was responsible. Intrigued but skeptical, Helen, along with her adventurous friend Bernadette, decided to test the legend themselves. They chose a moonless night, the silence broken only by the sound of their own breathing, to perform the ritual. Standing before an old, tarnished mirror found in the attic of Helen's rented cottage, they took a deep breath and whispered the demon's name. 5 times they uttered the forbidden name, each syllable laced with a mixture of trepidation and excitement. But nothing happened. The mirror remained unchanged, reflecting back their own anxious faces. Disappointed but relieved, they dismissed the legend as a fabrication, a ghost story designed to frighten children and keep them from misbehaving. Despite their initial skepticism, Helen couldn't shake off the unsettling feeling that something was amiss. The recent death at Blackwood Manor, coupled with the villagers' unwavering belief in the legend, suggested a darker truth lurking beneath the surface. Determined to uncover the truth, Helen and Bernadette delved deeper into the history of Darkmoor. They scoured through dusty archives, poring over ancient texts and faded newspaper clippings, searching for any mention of the demon or any other unexplained occurrences in Darkmoor's past. Their investigation led them to discover a pattern of strange occurrences surrounding Blackwood Manor: unexplained noises, flickering lights, and fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures. It seemed the legend of the Darkmoor demon was more than just a story. It was a terrifying reality deeply intertwined with the village's history.